Hello world, social media, YouTube, wherever you are viewing this video. I just want to give you a brief introduction to what you're about to view. It's called OLTD, Open Letter to Depression. To make a long story short, toward the end of last year, ended up finding that I have been suffering from that for quite a while, and as I began to walk out the process of finding some clarity, healing, and revelation about myself, felt that I wanted to document it, kind of tech geek. So it was just another way for me to use my phone, actually. But I hope you view this video. It's going to be a series of videos over time. The video that you're about to watch is a collection of things that started in December. So it's just a December entries. They're not entries for every day, but it just gives an insight to what depression is, how it affects your life. If nothing else, I want this video to let people know that you're not alone when you're dealing with these things, and you can beat it. On most of the videos, I ended with open letter to depression, you won't win. So use this as a tool to help you know if you're suffering from it, that you're not alone. And also, if you are friends or a loved one of someone that is suffering with depression, trust me, it's real. So, I'm going to give you a peek into my life. I say in the first video, if you got negative energy, you keep that over there. I mean that. It's all about positivity with this. This is not a pity party. This is just letting you know you're not by yourself. And you can beat it. Take it easy, people. December the 9th, Wednesday, 2020. This is, if you want to call it, my first recorded entry, but not my first entry into what I call OLTD, open letter to depression. Due to life circumstances, I have now been, I have to own the fact that for the last couple of years, I've been a functioning individual suffering from clinical depression. I have learned how to function, even serve in the community, in the church, to the best ability of my family. But being that I did not have a good grip on my own individual depression, and some of those ventures I fell short when it comes to friends and family and loved ones. One of the things that made me actually seek help, along with friends that love me and care for me, urging me that if they feel that I need to seek help, to go get help. Friends actually figuratively holding my hand as I went through the process. But I say all that to say this. Depression is real. It is nothing to take lightly. If not handled correctly, it will begin to dictate everything that you do. So, I'm in what I call my safe space. I live on a dead-end street, and when things become, one of the things that I found recently to be beneficial, and I knew it before, but I just continue to do it. I need it more than ever. I walk the road and I pray. Walk the road and I talk. And even though I am a Christian, I believe in Jesus without a question, without a shadow of a doubt. you still got to be willing to do the work. So, my business is my business, so I'm not going to tell you all my business. However, I am using this as a healing tool as I walk through. But come take a walk with me. We can learn together. We can share together. And if you got negative energy, keep that over there, all right? We don't got space for that over here. It's all about rising and breaking through. So, again, open letter to depression. You won't win. December 10th. Is it the 10th? Yeah, 10th, 2020. Today was a rough day. But I shall live and not die. That's all I got for you. I'm gonna make it. Open letter to depression. You won't win. December 12th, 2020. I am headed to meet my photography teacher / mentor, as today I have a wedding to shoot. OLTD, open letter to depression. You know what it is. I had a pretty good day yesterday. I had to go take care of some business, a couple of visits. I was able to go shoot some pictures. Some amazing people granted the opportunity for me to work. Kind of took the edge off, took my mind away for a period of time. I got home, took something to help me rest. Unfortunately, I didn't rest throughout the entire night. Woke up anxious, anxiety. Woke up this morning and I kind of slowly feel that thing creeping back up my neck. But we already know the end of the story. I proclaim it. Depression, you won't win. But hey man, one of the things that you got to continue to do when you go through this, dealing with depression and dealing with issues, you got to learn how to forgive yourself. So Mike Todd had a sermon series of FU, and that is for Forgiveness University. Part 5 of that series talks about forgiving yourself. Even sometimes forgiving yourself, these for the lofty expectations that you set. You gotta get that stuff and unpack and unbundle all of that stuff off of you. Check out the sermon. I'm not gonna re-preach it, but some of the things is you gotta be able to face it, own it. But one of the things talks about forgiving yourself, even in situations, not just for things that you have done, but for expectations that you set that you may not have met. So today I forgive myself for setting these expectations and allowing myself to get before what God has for me to do. I'm about to go get an SD card because I need it to back up for my cameras. And then I'm going to grab something to eat. And I'm going to start this wonderful day. Timothy and Maisha, congratulations. I appreciate the opportunity that you guys have granted me to be your photographer on today. It's going to be lit, baby. And we're going to do what it do. We're going to make it right. And as my mother would say, we're going to do thus saith the Lord. And it's all good. Open letter to depression. You won't win. October 13th, 2020. OLTD. Open letter to depression. What's good, people? I am on my way to my morning service to serve. Yes, I'm shouting out my local church that I minister with and for. If y'all gonna hold that against them because I'm struggling with some issues, you might need to check your God. Shouting out Majority Missionary Baptist Church. Love you. On my way to serve. Last night, sometimes nights are the hardest time for me for various reasons. But I thank God that even through the struggles of night, I woke up this morning. Feeling a tad refreshed. I'm excited to get to church this morning. Church is one of the ways that I have an outlet. God has blessed me with various gifts, whether they be musically, creatively, as far as audio-visual type deals, to be able, and I get excited and I become happy and enamored when I am able to use the gifts that God has blessed me with to bless his people. So I guess maybe it's the Sunday morning jitters, the excitement of being able to serve the Lord this morning. But just want to say, and this is just how I'm processing it. I'll go back and see if I can get some scriptural base later. But sometimes we think about things and we are going through the hardest moments in our life. And then in those hardest moments, it seems like we are still always called to serve. We're still always called to be on the forefront. And we continue to ask God, why this, why me, all this at the same time. How can I pour from if I myself am an empty vessel? In those moments, when we are weak, he is strong. God knows what and how much we can bear. So I look at these things as I go and I say, if he called me to it, he'll bring me through it. So I'm okay with the fact that in the midst of my sorrow and in the midst of my uncertainty, that God is still asking me, Curtis, I still need you to serve. That makes me feel that he's going to take care of me mentally and emotionally as I serve. So, and this can be in your local church, this could be in your family, your husband and your wife, or your wife, your parents serving their children, because a lot of times it just seems like it's too much. Now, when it is too much, if and when it is too much, we have to be careful that in those moments we don't lash out at the ones that we love the most. I, a lot of times, have been guilty at barking at and up the wrong tree. I should have been willing to say, just give me a moment, I'm sorry. And if you are on the receiving end of someone asking for a moment, I promise you, respect it. These are the things that allow us to be more loving and compassionate for one another. And then we can build each other up, and we can make a better example and make a better environment and a better community to love one another and serve one another. So again, I'm a tad bit giddy this morning. I'm a tad bit happy as I go to serve this morning. So open letter to depression. You won't win. And y'all be easy. Also, holiday season. Painted Man will be doing a drive for Toys for Tots. I think we're in Pawleys Island this afternoon. But regardless if it's that Toys for Tots or another, if you're fortunate enough to be able to give in this season, give. I promise you, it'll bless you. Peace. December 14th. I was so excited about getting to church yesterday that I said it was October. It's not October, it's December. I started doing this documenting since in December, but yesterday I went to church. Church. The band was then fortunate enough to participate in a Toys for Tots type drive down in the Pawleys Island neighborhood. South Carolina. Came home, took some meds to be able to sleep. But I edited up until I fell asleep. I woke up this morning. I prayed, but I'm gonna have to pray a couple of more times. Anxiety is a beast. But as the word of the Lord says, I shall live and not die. And that is figuratively, emotionally, not just, I'm not going to die physically. One of the things that I am understanding is that when you don't unpack the stuff that you really feel emotionally, it becomes so heavy. And that weight is so heavy. I thank God that I've gotten to the place where I want to do something about the weight before it gets too heavy. It's heavy as snot right now. But at any rate, I pray that your day is a good day. I am speaking a good day for me. I'm waiting for my breakfast to finish heating up in the air fryer so I can eat my breakfast and take my vitamins, my meds for the day. Y'all be easy out there. Try not to stress. Try not to get too high. But definitely never going too long. But regardless of the state that you are in, learn how to trust. Not in man, not even in medication or in the medical profession. They do their job. They do what they're called to do. But learn to put your trust in who you deem the higher power to be. This young man believes in Jesus. So I'm giving it to Jesus today. Y'all be easy. December 14th, OLTD, open letter to depression. You won't win. Friday, December 18th, 2020, open letter to depression, OLTD. Today was a kind of, today was a hard day in a sense. Had a therapy session earlier today, just unwrapping some information, some thoughts. Some other things transpired. It was real rough. But I'm gonna be okay. I haven't made an entry in the last couple of days. Doesn't mean that everything's been great, because it hasn't. But I got a will to live, no matter what. I am beginning to really see how my depression and anxiety has had diverse effects on other aspects of my life. But I'm gonna beat it, and I'm gonna learn from it. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better for those that are in my life, my friends, my families, my loved ones. So, open letter to depression. You won't win. Stay tuned. More details, more in-depth entries to come. I just felt like I needed to make one, because I haven't in a while. But the documentary is gonna roll, and I'm gonna win. Y'all be easy. Go try that. Well, before you leave, try that hoodie on. See if it says it's extra large, but it's.
That looks small.
But it says extra large.
It says extra large. Wait.
You might still like it, even though it fits like super, super tight.
I'm wearing it over a sweater. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work? Okay.
I'll see if I can try.
I didn't get a chance to get it monogrammed.
Oh, look, it looks nice. I like it. I've been wanting a new bag just because I never use bags, but I like them, the look of them. The bags I have. Are you for real?
Yes, I'm for real. You're welcome, baby. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
December 31st, 2020. Years drawing to an end. Haven't made an entry in a while. OLTD, open letter to depression. It's not that everything has been great. Had some really rough days. But I'm gonna make it. Went through the, I guess you want to call it, memorial of my dad's birthday. My dad's birthday is December 22nd. But I had a really good day on the 20th. That was my baby girl's birthday. And her response to her gifts really, really lift my spirits. Christmas, spent with friends and family. Still kind of rough, but I made it. I'm in the midst of, again, trying to, as Doobie Powell would say, find myself again. But it's go through, try to find, try to make sure you're putting your best foot forward. But a lot of times you didn't realize, or I didn't realize that I wasn't. It's painful when you have to accept the fact that you kind of fell short in a lot of areas. At times you really don't feel like you have a lot of safe spaces to just express yourself. But then you gotta be safe with yourself. So I'm really, really, really finding that I gotta really learn how to find myself. This New Year's Eve feels a lot different. I'm always a little anxious when it comes to performing, believe it or not. But it's different this time. But I'm good. And I'm going to keep telling myself I'm good until I'm actually good. Our minds are very powerful. So, just something to express the fact that every day is not easy. Doesn't mean that you gotta quit. Doesn't mean that you don't continue to put forth the effort. So, as a very dear brother of mine always reminds me, and we talk about this with photography, but it's more than just photography, it's in life. You gotta learn how to rise and break through. So I'm going to continue to strive to be the best version of myself. And the best version of myself is good enough. And I need to learn that I'm good enough, flaws and all. So, open letter to depression. You won't win.
no matter what. Happy New Year. Let's get it.